Good morning from a sunny Cebu. I'm in Treewoods, where my apartment block, condo block, the 12th floor, and you can see it overlooks some condos. Straight ahead is Avida, just behind me there. And then there's IT Park is over there. And every floor's got a balcony like this with comfortable chairs, swivel chairs that you can sit down and see the view. It's lovely at night. So that's what I do sometimes in the afternoon. I come here and read or go down to the balcony where I spoke to you from the last time. So I'm going to tell you about my travel plans. Been here a long time, and I feel it's time to move on a little bit, to get a bit more travel in anyway. So for this is the 14th of July, and on the 30th, so about 2 weeks' time, I'm travelling to Ho Chi Minh City, or Saigon as it used to be known. And then I'm meeting up with my friend Tim there, and we're going to have a first-class train trip to Da Nang. I think that takes about 8 hours or something like that. So that'll be exciting. And Tim's staying there, I think, a week, I'm not sure, but we'll do videos with Tim when we're there. But I'm staying there about 6 weeks, something like that. And just to see whether I'd like it, just to see how I get on there. But as I've said as you've seen in previous videos, last year, I stayed in a few places in Vietnam, and the Trang was pretty well like Da Nang. So I've only stayed in the Trang, and I loved it there. It's just a lovely atmosphere. Da Nang looks just a little bit bigger than that was. So let's see what life is like there. I've done a lot of viewing YouTube videos, and it looks like a stunning place. It's got the beach, it's got marble mountains, it's got an amusement place, it's got that big bridge with the hands that hold up the bridge. You're going to get loads. You've got to be swamped by videos. I know I've got to apologise for not having many out there lately. I don't want to really feel that I have to produce stuff all the time. It's a little hobby. I'm not making any money of it. I haven't really got that much ambition in YouTube videos. But it's nice to make. I enjoy making them, and as long as I enjoy it, as long as I'm not under pressure, I'm happy. So I'm staying there till about September the 11th. I think I fly to America. So then I return here. The same day, September 11th. Return here to Cebu, but I'm flying on the same day. I hope all these flights line up, because it gets here at 6 in the morning, and I fly out at 12 the same day. It'll probably it's a very tiring thing to do, and maybe I shouldn't have done it. But anyway, I've done it like that. So getting here at 6 o'clock in the morning, fly out at 12. You go to Taiwan. There's quite a bit of a stopover there. It's about 6 or 8 hours. I might use the lounge there in Taiwan, in Taipei Airport. Then go on to Seattle. I'm in the States for a month. So because Nicole had taken her holidays on the days I was there, she has can't take any more time off of work, but we will get a little bit of time together. We'll get the weekends. And so far, I've booked the first midweek from the Monday to the Friday. I've booked a trip to Las Vegas. And it's a place I've always wanted to go. Should be interesting, should be fun. Should be another few videos from there. And while I was there, also booked a day in the Grand Canyon, which consists of lunch and breakfast and the skywalk. You see all that. You're going to be swamped by videos, as I said. Be no videos for a while. It's like waiting for a bus, and then they'll all come along at the same time. Yeah, so that's one trip, and then we're going to do stuff. We'll do a few things. I spoke to Nicole, my daughter, this morning, and she's got a trip to Olympia Park at the end of September. I'll probably go with her to that one. And the only other place I really wanted to see there was Vancouver. I'd probably do that towards the end of the trip. So that brings us up to October. I'm leaving, I think, about the 11th or 12th of October. Then I've got a little bit of a bonus trip from here. So the flight goes back the same way. It stops down at Taipei. And at Taipei, I'm supposed to wait until another flight from Manila, and then from Manila back to Cebu. But what I've decided to do was book a flight from Taipei to Osaka in Japan. Because a friend of mine, a South African friend of mine, I think you might have seen, if you've been watching all my videos, you might have met her, Deirdre. She wants to go to Japan, and we've travelled together into a few places. So I decided to take a Japan trip to the end of the America trip. So I booked to Osaka from Taipei. I'm going to stay 2 days in. I booked a hotel there. Look around there. That should be interesting. And then go to Osaka. And then we've got she's arranged an itinerary in Japan. We're going to go to places like Kyoto, and then to place near Tokyo. Anyway, we'll get to Tokyo as well. There's a few stops on this trip. It sounds interesting. I've left it to her to organise the itinerary. We'll sort out the accommodation between us. And that'll be for about 10 days. So I've only booked a single there. Hopefully 10 days should be okay just to see it. Because I'm excited to go to Japan. Sounds like an amazing place. So from there, I'll either come back here or go back to Da Nang. I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether I'll even need a ticket out of Japan. Anyway, it's an exciting few months. So it takes us up to about 2.5 months, something like that. Maybe 3 months of travelling. So it's exciting. And I've been sick for the last few days here. Nothing serious, just feeling a bit weak, and I think that my body's saying it to me to rest a little while, to recover. I'm on about day 4 or 5, and they're still not feeling 100%, but not too bad. I've had some news here. The sports Well, it's on the other side there. You saw it in the last video if you were watching. The sports centre is open, but the gym is open. There's people using it, and it's sort of called a soft opening. So they're going to open up the other facilities as they come. And the school on this side is nearly open, and there's starting to be a lot more people. The teachers, I was going to record this video downstairs where the pool is, but all the teachers there from the school are doing training down there. So it would have been, there wasn't really a place where it was going to be quiet. So I came up here, and it's a change. It's a different outlook. And I've really, going back on my days here I've been here a year and a half, something like that. By the time I leave, it will be a year and a half because I went back to the UK for 1 month. And I've had some really good times here. It's been good staying here in IT Park. I've met a lot of people here. I've had some really good times, and it'll be sad to leave, and it'd be sad to leave Ruby as well because we've been together for over a year. And I know I've heard some really horrible stories of some guys who have been with Filipino girlfriends, and the girlfriends have really been cruel to them, or they've just taken all their money and ran and not treat. And obviously there are some horror stories, but I've had a good time with Ruby, who is really, for someone my age, it's rare that they'll go with a woman of over 50. So it's been nice, and being that mature, she's been more understanding, more on my level, and more wants to do the same sort of things, like enjoys the same sort of things. So we actually might go away for a few days before I leave. Then it's sort of unclear where we go from there, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So that's a bit of a catch up from me, and I'll try and make 1 or 2 more videos before I leave here. But I'm just keeping you up to date with what's happening and the exciting plans for the future. So I will see you on my next one. I don't know where that's from, but you'll find out when the next one comes out. So it's goodbye for now. Cheers. Oh.